So we're back again with yet again another episode of Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we had a pretty eventful task list. Won't go into detail, but I will say, in this episode, we're going to resume that, and I probably could come up with a better and more creative introduction, but honestly, I don't want to. Anyway, so, getting this first postal, this is like the first thing that I want to just get on with, pretty much. I just want to get a first few just to kick off the episode because I want to add to my collection. There's one in Brazora's River, which we're in right now, and there's two in Zora's Domain, which we're going to right now. Before I even say this again, yes, I will be getting all 60 of them. I do have a list, which is cool, which is really helpful as well, because if it weren't for that list, I would probably be all over the place, because my memory can be pretty piss poor if I don't have a good preparation plan set up for myself, but thankfully, with the power of preparation, I can make it seem as if my memory is always sharp. So, in other words, just rehearse, pretty much. Anyway, I want to take out this Poe as well, because there's one on like a lower... Jesus Christ, come down here. Knock him on his back, and get his heart. This makes number 4. Now, there's one up here, but you want to get to him before the sun comes out, because once the sun comes out, the Poes do not stay out, they actually go away. And I think anybody in their right mind, and who is like a fan of Halloween thing, knows that ghosts do not stay out in the sunlight because they're afraid of the light. It's just the way that it works. Anyway. Coming over here. The last one that I want to get is just kind of right here. Just chilling there, pretty much. And, he's right here. And there we go. That makes 5. Anyway, so, now that we have that and the sun is basically coming out, I want to go and do some business with somebody known as Agatha. I did make an oopsie in the rough cut of this episode because I thought that I had the giant wallet, which I don't. The giant wallet holds a maximum of 1,000. My current wallet holds... My current wallet holds 600. My goal is this. After you complete the Lake Bed dungeon, what happens in Kakariko Village is that a charity Goron is sitting outside of Mallow Mart. He wants a total of 1,200 rupees donated completely. 2 things. To open up a shop and fix the bridge that's in the main Hyrule field. But we're gonna break this down one thing at a time. Right now we just want to open up a shop and fix a bridge. It's kind of hard to explain. So when you donate the first 1,000, what happens is a shop opens up in Castle Town, but it's extremely overpriced. So once you donate the next 200 after that 1,000, everything's at a discount. That's basically what it is. Anyway, I just want to get like an easy couple hundred just to get up to 600. I'm going to go donate the 600 to Mallow Mart over in Kakariko Village. And now that I have this golden bug donated, I'm going to get another 100 from this. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is go deliver this, because I cannot carry over 600 because I don't have the big wallet. And I'll see you guys when I'm there. Anyway, so we're back at Kakariko Village, and what we want to do is we actually want to come over here and greet this Goron over here. He is the Goron Elder. You might notice him from the Goron Mines when we got the key. So, he's going to say,
A long ago, I predicted that you would come, my brother. But tell me, did you just see my young one in trouble at Castle Town? He has been stuck standing there. He cannot get any hot spring water. Alas, the West Castle Town Bridge remains broken. Perhaps his fortunes will turn, for it looks like the Mallow Mart is raising money to repair the bridge. This is a fine thing, my brother. Perhaps you might consider a contribution to their fundraising to help me and mine. I'm gonna sit the fuck back down because I cannot deem to stand anymore. Only when I'm talking.
anyway. Just wanted to get that across. But when you come over in here, another Goron Elder that we saw in Goron Mines is holding a charity box right here.
Look at me, Lamar. I want some good old popsicles in my basement. Give me some lollipops and let me suck on my nipples. Take that shirt off, boy, you're a hunky man.
Anyway, I'm gonna get non-descriptive there for a second. Anyway, so if you actually talk to him again, he needs 1,000. So we're going to donate the first 600 right now. We have only 400 rupees left to raise before we reach our goal for the next bridge repair fund. Support. Anyway, getting out of here, we have to spend a crap ton of rupees. So to do this, we can look back. So another 400, we say. Well, let's look at the data. We're gonna look at the data really quick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go and deliver a few pairs and get another 400 rupees. Easy. 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 Anyway, doing that, we want to warp back to Castletown, but to do that, we want to come back over here, because if we try to warp in front of people, they're not going to like it, and Minda's not going to let us. So, see you guys when I'm there. So we're back at this castle really quick. So we want to be a really courteous taxpayer and actually pay forward our actual bucks. Anyway, so this is a pair. This is another 100 right here, which is nice. So this is gonna be another 100, and what I'm gonna do next is go and deposit. Let's go and see deposit. Why am I saying it like it's actual money? I'm actually just giving her bucks. Anyway, this is another 100 right here, which is gonna make 200. But we'll notice something is that we actually did not give this one a full pair yet, so we're going to give her both of these. You want to be really, really, really careful when you're actually giving bugs in the way you're saving money in the game. So just be aware of that. And this is going to be a 350 right here. Now, we actually just want to get 450 works. 450 works. Or what I could do is, let me think really quick. Hang on. Okay, so what I basically just did there was give her every single bug that I have. Anyway, now that we have this, we can actually head straight over to Malamart and donate the rest. What's cool is there's something, after we do that, there's something that I want to show here. Because you do have to make some trips and run back and forth here, which is kind of funny, but anyway, it's okay. What we're going to do is head straight back to Cat Creek Village and do some more business. See you guys when I'm there. So since we have well over the next 400 and the last 400 that we actually owe for the 1,000, we're going to go and deposit that right now, but I'm not actually going to deposit 550 because we want to hold the rest. Let's go ahead and deposit 400. And there we go. We have deposited the full 1,000 that we owe to repair the bridge. So, notice, we talked to the elder, and what did he say? He said something very, very important. He did say, "You made a donation, did you? Am I farsighted in all things, my brother? Tell me, do you know my young one in Castletown?" Yes, he is actually hanging out by the west side, if you actually go and talk to him. And I will show you guys that right now. So, I don't think that a lot of people noticed this when they actually play Twilight Princess, but what's cool is that you can just head everywhere. You can head wherever you want in this account. It's huge. It's massive. Far bigger than Clock Town and Majora's Mask, and far bigger than Castletown and Ocarina of Time. It's really just a vast, vast place. But the cool thing is you can just go anywhere you want. It's just, I've always admired that sort of thing. But if you actually go back away in this little cave, it's actually kind of hidden. I would really think that for my first time playing this game, I would not think to go back here. Especially for the side quest. But I don't know how that elder can like actually keep track of whether or not you talk to this guy or not, but you want to talk to this Goron right here. Basically, just make some speech appear.
Oh, I don't feel like doing a thing. Now the bridge is fixed, and my body feels terrible. I just cannot go for stuff to sell. You know, all I really need is to shower myself with piping hot spring water to get back to feeling normal.
Yeah, all you have to do is that, and you can just basically enable doing the side quest. It makes no sense at all. Anyway, now that we've done that, we actually want to hang out a little bit in Castletown. There's another thing to get. I want to head to the south side because there's some more rupees we can rack up, and I want to do that because we actually owe another 200 to Malamar to open up the shop. But I want to get some more rupees and actually show something in Castletown before we even deposit that, because if you deposit the next 200 without showing this next thing, you could ruin a pretty good clue. So I'm gonna just go ahead straight forward and head south. Okay, so now that we're on the south side, there's a little grotto I just wanted to go and get some rupees in. It's right over here. It's where you collected the... I wasn't sure if it was the... I think it was the male ladybug right over in this little section over here. But why am I emulating my senses? Jesus. If you get your claw shot out and basically head straight up these vines, there's a little... Wow, way to knock me out of the midair, bird. Jesus. Anyway, claw shot this and head up to this ring of rocks over here. Basically, if you see a ring of anything, it's basically a grotto that you can dig into as a wolf. But because you can do that, we can basically... And what happens is when you enter one of these grottos, you can kill all the enemies inside them, and when you do that, a chest will appear, and inside is usually about 100 rupees, so that's pretty cool. That's another good way to collect rupees. So... And there it is. And the oopsie that I made in this rough cut recording is that I thought that I had the big wallet, and I actually had 600 rupees at the max. And then I got this rupee, and then it told me to put it back because it wouldn't fit. Anyway, we got this. So we're gonna head back into Castletown, and I really just want to show something, which is hilarious. See you guys when I'm there. So if you head straight back to the central square section of Castletown, there's a door. There's actually a pretty cool door over here that's actually right here in plain sight. And I will note that if you actually try to enter this place with dirty shoes, this person's going to talk to you.
Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry, but... Well, having a customer in the store with shoes as filthy as yours can make our other clients uncomfortable. We hope that you will come back once you've found some more polished footwear.
But... This guy right here, was not here prior to when you donate the first 1,000 rupees to Malamart. What he actually does is clean your shoes. So, he's gonna basically disgrace your shoes and say that they're filthy. He can polish them up for 10 rupees, so just go ahead and do that. And there you go. And you can notice that your shoes are now sparkling. And you will now be allowed to walk inside of this place. And honestly, you don't have to show... I really didn't have to show this at all, but I'm just going to, because it's just... It's so obnoxious, and it's just so freaking hilarious. Anyway, you talk to this guy, and... For any Zelda player that would just expect to pay for anything with a reasonable amount of rupees, you're just gonna facepalm at this shit, I swear.
Can I help you? Would you like me to show you something?
You see, arrows... 10 arrows, not bad, right? But watch this.
What do you think?
I'll take it.
2,000 rupees. Got it?
It's so freaking ridiculous, because you would, like, think that you can just pay, like, a reasonable price, but no. This guy is, like, asking, like, for an oblivion of money. It's so freaking... Look at his freaking mustache. He's like a freaking pedophile. Look at him. Look at his freaking face. Look at his hair. Look at his ears. What is this shit? Like, seriously. Bombs?
3,000 rupees. Got it?
I'd freaking hate to ask what he's gonna ask for this shit. Magic armor?
Armor for the richest and most precious customers who value their lives over their rupees. What do you think? 100,000 rupees. Got it. Now how will you be paying?
I don't want to.
Oh, how fucking poor to be you.
Bitch. What the hell is this shit? It's like, you walk in here, there's freaking statues of, like, majestic people. And you have, like, jars and, like, statues and, like, people that are, like, are not wearing shirts at all. Like, what the shit is this? Is this a coin shop? Like, what is all this for? Like, freaking just exploring and, like, going on vacation for, like, an opera show or something? Like, what the hell? Anyway. Getting right past that. Now we can go deliver the final 200 to Malamart just for, like, showing this. I'm so done. See you guys when I'm there. Anyway, now that we're back here, we can basically deliver the final 200 rupees right here. I'm sorry, I just had to show that and basically just make a comment on that. It was just freaking hilarious. Anyway. We have like an additional 200 rupees. Hey. But if you actually do that, they say that they need an extra 2,000. But once you actually help this Goron, they actually are not there anymore because after helping the Goron, it's a huge discount. So let's go actually help this Elder, because once you talk to that Goron that's just sitting there at the bridge, this guy's gonna know that you did, and he's gonna basically allow you to do the side quest. So just say yes, and pretty much go and help him. And what you have to do is go and deliver this hot spring water to the Goron and basically throw it on him. But a cool life hack, though, is to stay on the edges of this terrain here. Don't fall off, because if you do, you're going to start all over again. It's a big pain. So, just stick to the edge, basically, and just, yeah, just don't fall off. Just kind of hang out, and I honestly don't know what to talk about when I'm just going over here. I'm just jogging along with some hot spring water with a baby's face on it, pretty much. Like, demon baby cheeks, like it's flustered all over this freaking barrel of water, like it doesn't make any sense. It's so weird. Mallow is like so obnoxious and like so famous to the point where he just has to have his face on a freaking barrel of water. It's so freaking awesome. Let's go. It's just great. It's just crazy. This side quest has like always been like one of my favorites in this Zelda game. Like specifically in Twilight Princess. There's been other side quests that are like really, really awesome, but this one is like my favorite. Just because you get to help somebody out. Anyway. Come across this bridge, the same one that we walked to last time, and this Goron's gonna notice that you have some water.
Say, is this some Kakariko hot spring water you have there, brother? If you poured it on me, I'm sure it will restore my strength.
Basically just throw it on him, and he's energized. I feel rejuvenated. That smell, that heat. It is spring water from back home. Well, I'm gonna get back to work and open up the shop. But notice the bird in the background is frozen. Time is a little like everybody in the world is like so shocked that they're just frozen. Even the enemies are like, you just did that? You just stay frozen, man. Anyway, he's gonna come back with a heart piece, and that is gonna be, I believe, our 25th one. Yeah, 25th. Going over here. There we go. Another heart container. Filled your energy. Awesome. Anyway, now that we've done that, we want to go back to Lake Hylia to get something. I just want to get a pretty good howling stone that was like kind of sitting on top of that thing. I was kind of waiting to get it, to be honest, so I couldn't really get back to it until I'm a human that can warp back into a wolf, because it needs to climb the ladder. But it's kind of crazy because it does just kind of sit in front of you for a while, so it's like basically taunting. It's like, say, hey, I'm here, don't forget me. So I'm not. Head straight up here. Be a human. Life is better this way. Let's go on from here. And I want to take a good guess here. If you listen to the song, I want to say that it's probably the Goron's Lullaby from Majora's Mask. I could be wrong, though. The teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. I gotta keep doing that voice, I'm sorry. Like, that's just the one voice that pops in my head for that character, to be honest. Anyway, I think he's gonna appear in the Desert Oasis, which is a place that we cannot get to just yet. Yep, there he is. I knew it. I played this game long enough to know. So, that's kinda all I have for the side quest for now, but anyway. Getting on with the main quest, you actually want to come up here, and if you actually, I just want to say it anyway, if you actually get your Hawkeye out, which is the thing that I forgot to get in the beginning, and come and look, there is a person up there. His name is Aru, I believe. He is actually the sage, or the leader of the next dungeon that we're going to go to, pretty much. He's basically a researcher of the desert, pretty much. I'm saying the words pretty much a lot, but anyway. That's basically who he is. You want to talk to him. He's basically going to give you a memo that you can give to the little fat guy down there that basically runs the cannon. But this guy is basically going to fill you in on the history of the Gerudo Desert, pretty much. And that's basically it. I thought it was about time for you to arrive. Master LSP, is it? You do know Telma, don't you? I am Aru. I am part of this group that Telma kindly allows me to meet at her bar. I have heard all about your deeds from her. Now, you being a courageous youth, you have likely heard of the strange events in the desert and come to investigate now. Or am I mistaken? You do know, don't you, Master LSP? The Gerudo Desert is one hell of a prison, built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. The criminals who were sentenced to death were sent directly to the underworld that cursed by a mirror that was kept in the prison. Now the prison is condemned, and even the road leading to the desert is impassable. This desert at World's End, it still holds the cursed mirrors and the malice of the doomed inmates. These old bones know that the evil currently plaguing Hyrule is related to this wicked place, so I have come to learn the truth. Master LSP, I must ask, what will you do now? Don't tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes. Oh, is that so? Then let good old Aru help you out. You see Lake Hylia below us. A man named Fire runs an amusement ride of sorts there. Give him this. And this is basically a memo that I was talking about. This is basically a piece of paper saying, hey, you can fly to the desert. Pretty cool, I know. See, long ago I saved this man, Fire's life, and now he cannot refuse me if I ask a favor. If you leave the rest up to Fire, all should go well. That's basically about it. He's gonna give you this, and I meant to climb the ladder, but that'll do. I didn't take any damage either. But I'm gonna come down and basically give this piece of paper to the little chubby guy down there that runs the cannon. Easy. Basically, just said my plan. Took the words straight out of my mouth and said them. I'm gonna act them out. So, I'm straight in the water and head over here. From old Aru, huh? Well, I guess I ought to do what the old coot says. Oasis flight, right? So here you go. One of our secret options that's not available to the general public. All this time is paid for, so what do you say? You want to go? If I refuse, I'm basically just refusing to go on with the main quest, but let's go. And now that I've seen this cutscene, we're just going to skip it because we already know what it looks like. Wait, LSP. Before we go on, there's something I want you to hear. Do you remember what the spirit said about the fused shadows? What do you think happened to the magic wielders who tried to rule the sacred realm? They were banished. They were chased across the sacred lands of Hyrule and driven into another realm by the goddesses. It was another world entirely. The antithesis of Hyrule, where the sun shines bright. It identifies some, yeah, that word, became shadows that could not mingle with the light. Eventually, most came to call it the Twilight Realm, and from it, none could return to the world of light. They were forever doomed to live in the twilight, floating in the half-light of dusk, mere shadows of Hyrule. This is the history of the Twilight, as been passed down from our ancestors. Do you now understand what I am? I'm a descendant of the tribe that was banished of the Twilight Realm. It was a peaceful place until Xander took control of the Twilight Realm and transformed all of the Twilight into shadow beasts. It's clear to me now that he somehow gained a great evil power previously unknown to our tribe. In any case, I was sent from there, and could no longer get into the Twilight Realm without his power. But there's another tale told by my people. Though the goddesses forbade us to return to the world of light, they left one link between the light and the darkness. Something called the Mirror of Twilight was passed to the protectors of Hyrule. It's our only pass to the Twilight Realm, and we must get there. You'll come with me, won't you? I don't know about a human being having his face touched by a strange being like that and just being asked to come with him. It basically kind of shocks me. Anyway, I'm just gonna completely forget that I said that. But anyway, first thing I want to point out is that we can get the final golden bugs in this place. I'm kind of glad to be done with them, to be honest, because right now it's been the one thing that I want to get off my chest and be, I don't know, finished with. To tell the truth. We can actually get some rubies, which is nice. So just head over here, and this is actually a little we can just kind of shoot up here with, and open up this chest and get a nice little 20 rupees out of it. It's pretty cool. But heading straight this way, we can find some really cool things. The golden bugs that I'm specifically looking for are called dayflies. They can be found right up in this nook, right up in this niche of the desert. If I can find them, that'd be really nice. Because I do know that, yep, there's one. Floating straight and just flailing about in plain sight, pretty much. I think this is the male, if I'm not mistaken. Come here. Get the bug. Yep, this is a male dayfly. Bug fans love this too. Yep, this is the 23rd golden bug, and I'm going to find the 24th and final golden bug in this, in one of these ditches. And what I can actually do is turn into a wolf and make this more convenient and faster, pretty much. And we can also notice that right up in the distance, there's a huge stone pillar. That is the Bridge of Eldin that was taken by the Shadow Beasts, and it reappeared in the desert, pretty much. And this is where you can go and find it and warp it back to the original location. For right now, I just want to find this last bug, and if I can get to it, that'd be really nice. Where is it? There it is. Straight back into a human, and let's be done with this shit. Get the bug. Get the bug. 24th golden bug in the game. You're really gonna give me this guff and give me this much guff and getting it, Jesus. The female dayfly. Bug fans love this. Anyway, we did it. And no, it didn't. No, it didn't. There was one final snail in another dungeon, so I was wrong. Anyway, knowing that that one's a bit easier to get, we can finally be done with it. Sorry, I miscalculated because I thought it was done. Anyway. For right now, let's actually go and teleport this thing back to where it came from. This is the biggest spot that we can just visit right now, pretty much. And we can target this guy, and way to drop down, Jesus. I guess I just have to wait on this guy to fly straight across this gap and for me to drop onto it. Thank you. Jesus. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. And we can climb straight up this, and notice we can actually get a Poe right here. We actually don't necessarily have to warp this bridge back to where it was, but we can go ahead and basically get this Poe right here. I know I have to mark this down off the chart really quick, so I want to get him, and we can actually really quick warp this bridge where it should be, pretty much, which is right here. Previously, we could not warp there because the gap was missing, pretty much. And yeah, now we can warp there again, which is nice. And there we go. We can now warp to every single location once again. I really didn't like the idea of not being able to warp to that one. It was just kind of a waste of space. Anyway, we actually want to go back right up in this location. And we want to get some more Poes. That's going to add more to our collection. There's 4 Poes. No, there's 5 Poes in the game that are actually required to get. 1 when you enter Giovanni's place, when you're about to cure Minna, and 4 in the next dungeon that we're going to get into. But not in this episode, but much later, actually. Anyway, now that we've got that Poe, we can head straight west, pretty much. And the next Poe is kind of hiding, so you want to head way to the west. If you're playing the Wii version, that is. If you're playing the GameCube version or the HD version, I think it's east. But heading straight over this way, I want to head right into the bottom left-hand corner of the map, which is where the next one's going to be. And I want to do this with whatever night light that I have, because if it turns daytime again, they're going to go away. I don't want that to happen. I just don't. And he's going to be right up in this little patch right here. Yep, there he is. Come here, buddy. And there we go. In the next, we actually... It's a little tricky, because you have to go and warp... not warp, more like claw shot up into a... one of those little floating guys, but he's actually frozen on a stick, pretty much. I don't know if I would consider those guys an enemy, because they actually don't hurt you. They just fly around and just stick out, I guess. I'm taking a pretty weird path this way. I need to cross this gap here because it's a ditch that you can fall in pretty much. I don't like these ravines. They just don't pose any importance to me. And I think it's going to turn sunlight soon, which I don't like. I want to get this done pretty much. Yep, and it's this guy right here. And you claw shot this pretty much. And drop down. There's going to be this postal right in front of me. And you get him. Knock him out and get his soul. I have no soul. Like Squidward would say in SpongeBob. But you may think we're not actually done with this. No, we actually are not done. We actually want to go in this grotto, and there's going to be 2 more in this place. And let's actually get this one. He's kind of sitting in here, actually. Jesus. Can I target you guys? Jesus. Anyway, to make it more convenient, you want to blow these rocks up to give you more to give you some more work room, pretty much. Give me 1 second to clear some room here, and I'm getting hit like a maniac. Jesus, I'm getting hit all over. In fact, let's actually get all the rocks. Why not? I've destroyed this many so far. Let's get back into a wolf and. Jesus, enough of the hitting already. And we want to get this next one that's right here. There we go. Awesome. Awesome sauce. And give me 1 second to do some math really quick. Alright, I think I did all the math that I need. We want to crawl back out of this grotto and go and get one hidden skill that's kind of hiding up in the desert. It's going to be in the very, very north, so we want to get that one next. Now, if you look straight ahead of us, you might think, I'm not going to make this shot at all. We're going to see about that. We're really going to see about that. And no, I'm not making a John Cena reference, I swear to God. But I want to see if I can actually hit him. Like a Texan Ranger, dude. I want to see if I can hit another one, actually. Right off in that distance. And they said I wasn't a marksman. Anyway. Heading straight. We actually want one of these boars. If you look, oh, we actually see some big old pigs with tusks on them. Other known as a boar. Something that King Balvin was riding. Kill him and kill him, stealth-wise, pretty much. And let's actually get this chest right over here, because it's sticking out to us. 20 rupees, because why not? Because I am such an incredible taxpayer that I can actually gain money. Shoot this guy right in the face, and get this boar. And the reason that we want this boar is because we want to break open a barrier that's, like, blocking us. Straight ahead. And we want to climb this. And there's another Poe right up here. He's hiding right up in this nook, I believe. No. He's on the other side, yeah. I want to get this chest, though. Arrows. Good arrows. Don't really need them that much, but maybe not. Anyway, right over here. I forgot. Come here. There we go. Another postal. That makes 11 Poes. We're on a roll with this. Anyway, Now that we're done with that, we can actually get this hidden skill. And that little spinning top enemy is gonna chase me around for a while, but honestly, I'm not even worried about him. We meet again. At last, the skills that I have to teach you have entered the realm of this true secrecy. They are forgotten ways that do not leave our bloodline. Among the techniques I shall be teaching you are some that may even endanger you. Do you feel ready to learn these skills? I do. Very well. The helm splitter is a pretty good one that he wants to see that we previously learned. And we're going to do that. And I wonder what we're going to learn next. I don't know what he's going to teach us, but I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. The mortal draw. It's so easy. All I got to do is literally just press A and you're done. Be like, hey, I showed up all the way here to press a freaking button. That's just beautiful. Wow. And you don't even need to Z-target at all, to be honest. All you have to do is be in front of the enemy that you just want to kill, pretty much. Put this away, and then, boom, dead. That's really hard to learn. You could have easily just pressed a button at, like, any moment. Like, somebody else could have taught me this trick. It's ridiculous. Anyway. But it's so useful, though, because it's incredibly helpful. It's incredibly helpful, because it just takes out most enemies in one hit. It's so freaking helpful. Anyway, with that, we have 2 hidden skills left to learn, and we're almost done. It's kind of sad, but anyway, it's there. But anyway, with things said and done, I think I'm actually going to end it off right here. Anyway, with that said, stay tuned. In the next episode, we're going to possibly enter the next dungeon. Subscribe, like, comment, or anything else. Peace out, everyone.